What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to do a quick first impression look at the Wizard FCS kit or foot control steering kit from Bonafide. Now, this is a product that's had a lot of hype behind it over the last couple months, and it's been very hard to get your hands on during the time of this video. Fortunately for me, I was able to get my hands on a set. Now, this is going to be completely unbiased. I purchased this with my own money. I got this secondhand from someone who purchased it and did not want it anymore, and that's the reason why there's duct tape on the package. But we're gonna do a full walkthrough on it, look at the product, the packaging, and everything between, and see if for $149.99 this is the right foot control steering kit for you. If that interests you, follow along, let's get into it. Now, like I said, I purchased this from someone else, but to my knowledge, this is how it comes with just a white cardboard box. Doesn't say Bonafide or anything on it, and on the inside, well, there's no padding, there's no inserts, no nothing, which honestly concerns me because at a retail price of $150, you would think it would come with some sort of material to keep it from bouncing around during shipping. So on the inside, you get a piece of printer paper that says Wizard FCS foot control steering kit. It has a QR code, so you can go watch a video on how they maintain it, how it's put together, installed, all that, but really, no actual instructions, which is really interesting. Yeah, right there, just a little piece of paper. Then you get a little baggie with some hardware in it, some miscellaneous stuff. Like I said, it doesn't really come with a product sheet or a little booklet, so I don't exactly know what everything comes with. And like I said, guys, this is my first initial impression. So looks like you got some little end caps that goes on the back of your kayak so you can run your rudder lines through, and then obviously there'll be two inside the cockpit as well. So you get, looks like 4 of those, and again, just some miscellaneous hardware. But like I said, I don't really have any instructions or a parts list, so I'm not quite sure what everything goes with. But like I said, this is how it comes with. You got some Spectra cording so you can run your foot control steering on whatever kayak. And then you have the foot control steering itself right there. It says right there, Wizard FCS. So first impressions, I actually got to see this at ICAST this year in 2024. Now, I think it was more of like a prototype. So it's cool to see the final product, and you know, we're gonna dive in and see how it is compared to it. So first off, like I said, there's not much info on these. There's some videos, but not much. So aluminum track, right there, metal, which honestly I wasn't sure if this was gonna be metal or plastic, but if you look even on their website, as I got my phone pulled up right now, you know, there really isn't too much on it. Obviously availability out of stock, patent pending, unmatched smoothness, but there really isn't too much info. Surprisingly, it doesn't even say that it comes with that Spectra cording, so if you're a person looking to buy this, you may have spent a little bit extra money to buy Spectra cording because you didn't know this was going to come with it. So like I said, no parts list. Back to the foot control steering itself, I do like the fact that the pegs do not stick out super far. We already don't have enough room in the kayak as is, so this is something that shouldn't get in the way. You do have 3 rubber pieces to provide some grip and probably some comfort, which I like because I do fish barefoot during the summertime or during the warmer months, so it's nice to have a little bit of extra padding, and obviously the grip is nice when you're wearing boots in the rain and all that. Obviously at the end right there, you do have a little piece where you can run your Spectra cording through, and from what I've read, you can actually unscrew that little screw right there and fold it 90 degrees, whatever direction, depending on the kayak you put this on. Pretty much this is supposed to be universal, so obviously you can put it on your Bonafides, your Nadas, but you also can put it on a Hobie. You know, obviously with building a kayak, it's all DIY, so you can pretty much make this fit on almost anything. Let's take a look at the other one. So this was something that I was personally worried about, and like I said, there's no padding or anything, so if you look right there, the sticker on this is actually worn out already from shipping, which is a bummer. You know, you spend 150 bucks on this thing, and you know, you would think nothing would get damaged during shipping, but right there, that's the proof right there. That thing did get worn out over time during shipping, which is a bummer, but it's a part, it's gonna get worn out over time, so I'm not gonna make a big deal over it. So one of the things that people are hype about with this foot control steering is the fact that it's actually supposed to be a lot smoother compared to the C-Leg. So the C-Leg foot control steering is what I previously used on my last kayak and the kayak before for my transom-mounted motor. And well, over time, those tracks, they get dirt, they get grime, they get rocks, all those type of things in it, and you have to consistently clean it out so that it is smooth over time. I honestly put a little bit of grease or a little bit of lube into it so that it was smooth, and this is supposed to fix it. So you have 2 bearings up top and then 2 on the bottom as well, and what that's supposed to do is provide a smoothness. Now, when I saw this at iCast, I mean, you can literally just move it with your pinky and this thing would glide, and not as smooth, but I'm assuming that's because it comes with a set tension. Of course, like I said, you can adjust this, but right there, you can probably hear it against my mic. So a little bit of noise, but like I said, you can adjust it, which I'm gonna do and try to figure that out. But from a functionality standpoint, I mean, it's pretty simple, obviously. Like I said, spectral cording goes through there. You have 2 notches actually on the end of this that you can put your cording to, and then you wrap it into this little collar right here. And then you can adjust the tension so that you have the perfect foot placement on both sides with your spectral cording. Next, I'm gonna pull this apart, adjust it, and see how smooth we can really get this thing to go. I'm not gonna walk you guys through the video of how to do that. I'll link the video from Bonafide in the description below. They kind of go over detail on how to take this apart, adjust everything, put it back together. But I'm gonna go through this and see how we can compare right out of the package versus the adjustment that you can make. All right guys, so we just got done adjusting one side of the foot control steering kit, which didn't take long, but I will say this is not something you probably want to do on the water. It requires multiple tools, and there's gonna be obviously little parts like nuts and bolts that gotta be taken off from it. So when you do install this, you definitely want to set that tension right after you install it. But I do want to compare from how it came in the box versus the adjustment I made. So out of the box, obviously tilt this side to side, you know, it does not move, right? A little bit of tension on it, but the adjustments I made allows it to go smoothly, which I like. So I probably will tighten this a little bit more, but I do like the fact that there's literally like no tension on this. I don't have to exert extra energy on the water. This is the way I remember seeing it at iCast. It was just effortlessly smooth, and I do like that. But overall impressions, obviously, I bought this, like I said, second party. That's why there's like duct tape on the box, but I'm not quite sure if it does come with any padding or not. So if it didn't, that's a bummer because like I said, it did get damaged during shipping. Now, obviously this is gonna get used and the sticker is probably gonna rub off at some point, but it does suck that it came out of the box like that. Now, from the product itself, I, like I said, like the metal tracks. You know, some of us, we're pretty hard on our equipment, and I've heard of guys crack or even break those tracks that the C-Leg makes. So I do like how it's aluminum track, and yeah, the components seem pretty good overall. I'm excited to get this on the new kayak build once it gets here and pair it up with my new Torqeedo Travel Ultralight. But yeah, this is a quick first impression of the Wizard FCS kit from Bonafide, unbiased review. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever, paid my own money with it. So I want to give you guys an honest opinion, what I think about the product, how it comes, and everything in between. But obviously, once my new kayak gets here, we'll get this thing mounted up, we'll get it connected to my Torqeedo Travel Ultralight, and get on the water and see really how smooth it is under load. So if that interests you, consider subscribing, drop a comment below, and let me know what you guys think of this kit. Is this something that you guys are considering getting for your kayak? And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.